Gordon Ho with us and Michael Gray McKenzie from Simon Fraser University. They're getting set to take part in a big robotics competition. So tell us a little bit about. We'll talk about the connection to UBC first, but first of all, tell us about the competition. What exactly is it?
Well, this year the game is VEX toss-up.
Okay.
And the game consists of buckyballs of this size and larger beach balls as well in that area.
Okay.
And in the field, we have to put them into goals of various heights, and this is one of them. And there are also obstacles around the course that we have to go through as well, such as a bridge we must fit under, as well as a speed bump that we must design the drive around.
Now this happens every year, right, this competition?
Yes, every year the VEX Robotics company comes up with a brand new game. So at the end of the World Championships every year, the teams, they'll reveal the new game, and the teams will have to just start from scratch again to design a robot to play what the new challenge consists of.
Cool. So how exciting is that when you sort of sit down and say, here's our challenge, now we have to try and see if we can make it happen?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great challenge. I mean, the VEX the system, it's really easy. It's really fast to design a whole new robot because, of course, they have the pieces. They're all, you can use them in any way you please, right? And so you can take it from scratch and just build up a whole new robot in like just a couple months, and it's.
Now you guys were actually teamed up with UBC, is that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Is that so? Why the decision to team up with the university?
Well, back in high school, me and another one of my teammates, we were on the same high school team, and then when we went to universities, we both went to UBC and SFU. But this was our first year starting the club, and we both only had funding for one team and one robot to go to Worlds.
Okay.
And at the World Championships, it's required to have 2 robots. So we decided to join together and compete as one, representing Canada.
You're reuniting the old crew, getting the old crew together. Okay, so how do you go about starting to build a robot? What is it? So the idea was that you're trying to the balls have to go into this cylinder. So how do you go about designing a robot to begin with?
Well, I see you kind of look at your competition, what you're going to do, and you have to figure out all different parts. It's normally start with the drive, figure out you know, how you're going to drive around. Obviously, you can have like wheels, people have tracks, what have you. I figure out the intake. Whoops.
Now, if he wasn't holding it, that would have been perfect, right? So how do you score points? Like, what is it? How does the judging system work?
In this game, there's robots 2-on-2, 2 red robots and 2 blue robots.
Okay.
And
so you're competing against someone else.
Yes. So it'll be us and UBC versus other teams from around the world, such as New Zealand or Mexico. And pretty much balls in the goals are obviously worth the most.
Yeah.
And there's also a large ball you can put on the post. And if there are also different zones in the field, so if you score balls.
Well,
if you score balls just on the floor, you get like less points, but you get more points by scoring them in the goals. And there's also a hanging bar, which is like a chin-up bar. And at the very end, if the robot can hold itself up there, you get a lot of bonus points.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you guys tried it?
The UBC team actually has their robot hanging because the bar can only support for one robot.
Okay.
So they decided to go for that route and design the robot around that.
And so you guys decided this might be the better way. That's okay, because that's probably on the ground. Yeah, so that's okay. So how long did it take you to put this all together?
This robot we started at around the beginning of January.
Okay.
So around 3 months to build this robot from scratch. We bought the VEX Robotics kits, which is standard for all the competing robots. There's metal, the microcontroller, and the motors. And this kit is actually very versatile, as you don't need to drill your own holes. Everything's already there.
Yeah.
So that way it only takes 3 months just to build what you see here.
So is this something that you did a lot as a kid growing up? You were always into robots and stuff like that? Or?
I've kind of been into robots, but I never really worked with them, actually. It was kind of my first time working with it in university here, and kind of Gordon started this club here, and he kind of got me all into it. Now I'm like all gung-ho. I'm really into robots. It's kind of what I want to do now. So
what are the challenges when you're putting this together? What was the one thing you had to overcome?
One of the biggest challenges was the size limitation.
Okay.
Because this year, this robot you see here had to start within the 15 times 15 inch box cube.
So they say it can't be any bigger than this.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to keep.
So at the beginning of the match, we would actually fold up the intake rollers like so, and everything would fold up into the cube. But as soon as the game started intake, then everything would fall out and expand, and that was allowed. We just had to start within the size limitation.
Right. Now, where do you guys hope to be in the future with something like, this is a first prototype, something you've built and has some applications, but is that something that you look forward to in your future? What is it you want to do?
Yes, of course, as engineers, we are more interested in this type of thing, as well as we have co-op opportunities later on in our degrees that would give us opportunities to deal with industry-level robotics or industry-level programming, and this would lead very well, it's like a good transition then from classroom to industry rather than from club-based.
Right. Now, in your club, do you guys talk about how you put a Volkswagen on top of a building? With your UBC pals?
The trade secret.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us when the competition is and where it's taking place and all that.
It's in Anaheim, California.
Yep.
It starts on the 23rd, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
23rd of April.
You guys think you got a good shot?
I think we got a pretty well shot, yeah.
We do fairly well in this event, don't we? We've done fairly well in the past.
Yes, in the past, in the high school division, our region is one of the most competitive regions in the world.
Right.
So there are also a lot of high school teams going to this World Championship as well from our region in the high school division.
Yeah. I'm thinking just on for golf balls, for instance, picking up golf balls would be a lot easier, than right now. Be a fun game too when you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, guys. Thanks for bringing the robot in, and keep us up to date and let us know how you did in the competition, and hopefully we can come back with a big win. What do you want? A cash prize or?
Mostly just bragging rights.
Oh, that's right.
But if we come back with a big trophy, then we would get a lot of potential sponsors.
There you go. So that's the most important thing. All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck. And if you do have the trophy, come back on. Bring your trophy on.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, we'll take a break. Come back in a couple of minutes through the morning. Stay with us.